Yo, what's up, guys? Zach here. Just got off work, made a little bit of food. About to get to work here on the MR2. So you guys know that I recently started working 9 to 5 over at a shop. So anytime I have after work, I have to dedicate to the projects if I want to get anything done. So today, and for the remainder of the week and next week, and basically however long it takes to get this thing done, I'm going to be working on paint prep. I figure if I'm already prepping the engine bay, I might as well start to take care of the body. So I'm going to start sanding down the engine bay. Well, before I sand down the engine bay, I actually have to pull out a lot of the extra stuff that's left over in here. So you've got like remnants of the coolant system. There's like a oil cooler right there. And there's like this heat shield thing. So I gotta pull all that stuff out. And then after I pull it out, I gotta purple power the whole bay and scrub the hell out of it because it's, you know, a car from 1989, so it's pretty old, you know, 30 years old, just like the 240. So that's where we're at. So with that being said, I'm gonna start to pull things out of the engine bay here in a minute. Dylan's gonna come over and we're gonna get to work on it. A little bit of an update on the S13. So I took the ECU for this car right here and I brought it out to my buddy Brandon. He's B-tuned in Apopka, Florida. He tunes a lot of cars around here. Nissans, Infinitis, BMWs. He specializes in all those things. But he switched the ECU map to a manual map and removed NATs, but I need to send it out to Hexa still and have them remove all the DTC codes involved with NATs. So once I do that, I can drive this car again. But today, I actually received the title in the mail from California. So today, February 9th, is when I'm recording this. I bought this car February 13th of last year. So it's almost year to the date of when I bought this car that I'm finally getting the title in my name from the state of California. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that means once I get the ECU straightened out, I can take it all over to the DMV, get a temp tag, run it on there, you know what I mean? And I can have her on the road. And then I can go and get the exhaust fabbed up and all that stuff. So yeah, that's a little bit about what's going on with the 240. So past that, let's focus on the MR2. You guys know I got the 20 valve over there. I'm currently waiting on the gasket kit. I need a distributor rotor, and I just ordered my ARP head studs. So all this stuff should start showing up here within the next week or so. So as that all shows up, of course, I'll show you guys. I'll keep you updated and all that. And yeah, we should get ready to be putting the engine back together. So the last step of the process would be to take this harness and ship it out. I still don't have it on the top of my head where I'm sending it to, but I've been in contact with them already. Once I do send it out or get it back, I'll give you guys more details on that because I definitely want you guys to be able to watch the video, and then if you plan to do this swap down the road, be able to take the information I give you and apply it to what you're doing. So I want to provide you with as many details as possible to set you up for success. So I will be letting you know, where I get my conversion parts from and where I get my wire harness converted, and pretty much any questions you guys have, I'll try to answer because, that's the whole point in doing this, is so I can show you guys how easy it is. And then if you guys want to do it, you can do it too. So with that being said, we're going to get to work today, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, so I didn't quite get as far as I wanted to on the MR2, but I got it. Taking the front bumper off was a little bit more of a test than it should have been, but I guess that's pretty common when dealing with these. All those bolts, none of them were locked into place, so they all just spun freely. But I got them all off. I had to use the angle grinder, as you saw. But tomorrow morning, I'm gonna run to the paint shop, get everything I need, and then spend the day prepping the car for primer, priming the car, and then probably gonna spend Sunday painting it, or tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside and go to bed and catch up with you guys in the morning. But to you guys, that's gonna be as simple as, just like that, we're back. All right, so got the G's all moved out of the way. I got to push the 240 out and get all this stuff out of the way, and then get this in the middle of the garage and start getting it ready. All right, got half of the garage masked off. Still gotta take care of the little areas and then cover the floor. But the MR2 is looking good. Jack just pulled up in his beautiful truck. It's a good day. We gonna get a lot done today. All right, so we got most of the car sanded down. We're just taking care of the little like nooks and crannies right now, like making sure to wet sand like in here, and then anywhere the DA can't fit really, we want to make sure that we get so it doesn't look like crap when I go to paint it. I bondoed in the antenna hole. That I sanded it down a couple times, and this should be the layer that takes care of the pinholes. This is looking pretty good. Don't judge me here if you're not a body, or if you're a body guy. I don't do this for a living, so I'm just trying to make it look at least presentable enough. I still need to sand that down. I'm just waiting for it to dry a little bit first. And then over on this side, waiting for that to dry so I can sand that down. So, you know, as long as there's not giant dents, you know, like there were on the side, and there was rust inside those dents too. So my main focus was really like getting the rust out of there, getting it to look somewhat decent. And then when I find a better shell down the road, I'll just grab that and paint that and, you know, treat that like a baby, because, you know, I'm not really going to find a lot of cars in the condition that I found this 240 in. So it's okay to have a rust bucket. I haven't touched this area yet. Kind of just remembered I needed to do that. Not really looking forward to that. Not quite sure what to do here, honestly. All right, so as you guys can see, everything is primed. We just ran over to Harbor Freight and got some new paint guns and a mask because I can't be getting all loopy on these paint fumes. It's crazy. I can't be doing that. The wheel skirt fell off. Oops. It's not like it really matters. But yeah, everything is primed, so we're going to start wet sanding it all right now. And as soon as we get it all wet sanded, the car's gonna get painted. So we're gonna get to it because we don't have all the time in the world. So here we go. Alright, so got it outside. It's looking pretty good. There's definitely a few spots where the orange peel is like worse than other places, like right here. But I'm not too worried about it. This is only my second paint job. I could always go over the whole car and wet sand it down with like 1200 grit and then re-clear the car if I really, really wanted to. So, you know, if it gets to a point where it really bothers me or I get better at painting and then it really bothers me, I'll always go back and correct it. So I'm not sweating it. Yeah, it looks pretty good though. I'm going to get the rear bumper and put it back on. Maybe I'll put the front bumper back on. I think I have to like get a new bracket for it, or make one or something. I'm not really sure. It's really beat up. So yeah, I'm gonna throw the back bumper back on, get the spoiler on, and then I gotta clean up the center garnish for the tail lights because I got primer on it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I let the clear coat cure for a few days, and it's not looking too bad. However, when I started clear coating it, it started raining shortly after, so the orange peel is a little bit worse than it should be, and I'm not really okay with that. So, I've already started wet sanding the car with 1200 and 2000 grit. I just wanted to go over it a little bit with 2000 and see how it was looking. But yeah, I'm going to wet sand the whole thing down with 1200 and then either go over it with 2000 and then buff it, or I'm going to completely wet sand it down with 1200 and then re-clear the car. Because if I re-clear the car, it'll look really, really good. And if I wet sand the whole thing and get rid of the orange peel prior to re-clearing the car, then it'll just look, you know, fantastic. So I'm going to do some research and make sure that that's even something I can do, because I'm not very experienced with painting, so I can't off the top of my head tell you that that's something you can definitely do. But I'm going to do some research, and if I can do that, then I will do that. So yeah, I'm not too upset with it. I get to learn how to finish a paint job, so after I wet sand this and buff it all out, etc., then I'll be able to take whatever I learned and apply it to the 240, and I'll be able to clean up that paint job. Because, I mean, it's not perfect, but that one came out a lot better than this one did. But this one came out the way it did specifically because it started raining when I was clear coating the car. And, well, humidity doesn't agree with clear coat, so there's nothing I can really do about that. So, that's going to end it for today's video. This is a huge step in the MR2 progress because, well, before it was white and it was kind of shabby and it looked like crap. So, you know, now it looks really cool and it's, you know, closer to being done. So I'm going to be ordering wheels this week or next week. And yeah, and then I'm going to be spending the rest of the week finishing this paint job and making it look nice again. So, you know, throw a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the orange peel disaster. You know, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, you know, all this stuff. I appreciate you guys' support, and I'll catch you in the next one.